It's important for us to understand that in as much as we have been called into physical well-being, spiritual well-being, mental well-being, the Lord has also called us into financial well-being. And today we'll be talking about this right here on CITAM Church Online, tackling the main topic that we keep on hearing around, the digital economy. And with me on set is a wonderful, amazing lady who is also a very good friend. I'll let her introduce herself and then we'll kick it off from there. Karibu.
Thank you so much. My name is Roselyne Wanjiru. I am an economist by training, a consultant in what you call the blockchain space. By definition, that entails, it's a part of the digital economy, but my work is mainly in research and analytics, and that's where I've been specialized, been in the industry for 5 years.
Nice.
And I'm delighted to have today's topic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Rosie. I just want us to break down a little bit more on what made you want to get into this space? Just an introduction for our audience to get to know a little bit more. Probably there's somebody who's watching and is saying, I'm interested in that topic. How can I get into it?
All right, let me take it back to 2017.
Okay.
I was curious. I had had my first year of work in the project management space, and I thought I needed more of a challenge in terms of my work career and trajectory. So I started looking at what options were available, and that's when I started researching into the possibility of doing a master's in data science or just anything in the technology line, in spite of not having done like an IT-related course.
Yeah.
But now the more I researched, I came to realize our focus areas and like the economic side of IT-related problems. And what are some of these problems? Cybersecurity. Chances are you've heard about somebody who's lost money in ways that they had no control over, be it from their bank, their mobile money accounts, or just, it was not physically stolen, it was digitally stolen.
And they don't know where it went.
Exactly.
Just vanished.
Just vanished. And the first reaction you have is panic.
Yeah.
You don't know who to call. You don't know where to start. The money is gone. And it was not by any of your fault. Or maybe it was, but chances are it was not your fault. So in researching about this around 2017, I also came to realize that about $1 trillion in value had been lost. And I was like, $1 trillion what? Yes.
Wow.
Not only bank fraud, but personal banking and just all across the board. And I was like, this is a big problem. Why aren't you talking about it?
Yeah.
And I thought, yes, I have my topic for masters.
Nice.
But the more I researched, I realized there are so many problem areas, and I got stuck on, so what do I focus on? And cybersecurity still held a lot of promise for me. So I looked for shorter courses to start with, just to understand, away from the technical side in terms of maintaining databases, systems, the software side of it, now understanding the economic side of it. So in dwelling in that, I got to learn about blockchain technology as a solution to cybersecurity. And I was like, okay, I think I'm onto a niche of something. So in realizing this niche and doing more research, I got to learn that there were opportunities in new technologies in terms of people just being able to protect their value in online systems. And I felt that, okay, in terms of awareness, this is something I want to run with. So I'll say that that was the story behind realizing and finding what I needed to do in the space.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're saying that this took a lot of research.
Honestly, it did.
Yeah.
Because I sat down with a few industry experts. I went for events, and this even going into 2018. I'd go for events, some of them evening events, some of them were not even courses, but I just wanted to learn what is really going on in this cybersecurity space as it relates to economic value, because if we don't talk about what we are losing, we'll keep on losing it until we can't lose anymore, right? And you see, from a point of view of it being an economic problem, you need awareness, you need governance, you need protections that are even coming from the law. But if people don't know what they're dealing with in the first place, it'll just be a murky battle between words and losses, hackers, as you hear about, hackers, you hear about insider jobs, and you don't really know what's going on until it hits you. But when it hits you, it's too late, right? So what can we do to actually prevent some of these things from happening? Because it's not good to assume that it won't happen to you. Yes, and in the same case that we hear about people being losing mobile money just because a scammer called and said, oh, follow these steps, then you realize your money is gone. It's too late when it gets to that, but we can prevent.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I'd like us to continue talking about.
Yes.
You talked about cryptocurrency at some point.
Yeah.
I think there's a huge world outside there.
Yeah.
That concerns digital economy.
Yeah.
And I'd like us to just focus a little bit more on that.
Yeah.
What exactly is digital economy?
Yes.
What is that world? What is that space about?
Yeah.
But before we get there, I'd like us to also give us a little bit more of your experience.
Yeah.
What spaces have you managed to, talk about this, consult with other companies or other TV stations where you've shared your knowledge with people?
All right. On the media side, I've spoken at KTN, Citizen, who did a feature, NTV, BBC as well,
Yeah.
TV 47, and other features I've uploaded them to my YouTube channel just for reference. I write on Medium as well, and I write on Twitter just for awareness and education.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will talk about that a little bit more later.
Yeah.
For now, again, back to the question, what is this world?
Digital economy.
Digital economy.
All right. So in the same way that we have our national economies,
Yes.
you have trade,
Yeah.
you have industries, you have players, you have government, private sector, public sector. Think of it as a big village. Yeah.
It sounds like a huge village.
It's a big village because we keep saying we're in a global village. So one thing that will happen in, say, the east or the west will, be at our doorsteps within the same day, right? So the digital economy is just that we have a national or a part of our industrial economies on online or digital platforms.
Okay.
That is part of your business, say, may run on the internet. So if you're in e-commerce, you do deliveries when people order online. If you're doing or you're handling communications and events, you're running virtual events. If you're doing, cataloging for orders and agricultural produce, say somebody wants to order bananas in the morning, they'll come to you and instead of looking for an intermediary or somebody else who is a middleman to make their orders, right?
Yeah.
So in the same way that we even use taxi hailing services, you didn't know this driver and you will not interact with them even after chances are you never get the same driver twice.
That's true.
That's
It's
the
very
digital
rare.
economy. That we are interacting on online platforms, either over a period of time or one time. But it's meant to make our transactions easier, faster, more transparent, maybe cost effective, but they are actually on an online platform or over the internet.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is a tool that is meant to enhance the economy digitally and just help us, go through our daily lives when it comes to our finances.
Yes.
And ensuring that it's safe, know.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about this a little bit more in our next video.
Yes.
But thank you so much once again for coming. Before we finish off, I'd like you to just say what's your YouTube channel? How can people get to you after watching this video if they want to get to know a little bit more, probably throw in something onto your DM? How can they contact you?
All right. YouTube, Roselyne Wanjiru, same for Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Those are the platforms where I'm most active.
Awesome.
And Amazon, I have a book there as well. It's called Blockchain for You. Nice. Talking about this should be as easy as about food. Yeah, so a little bit more on that later.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you have heard it from Rosie. We are so delighted to have you guys watch this video. Please make sure you share it with your loved ones and with your friends. We are here to just equip you with better knowledge on how you can be able to equip yourself, as an individual when it comes to the digital economy. This is CITAM Church Online Youth Cafe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until next time, where we'll be talking a little bit more on digital assets. God bless you.